Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another. And yes, my voice is still not right, but I have to get the message out. In my last video, when I talked about black immigrants, I got people coming onto my channel telling me, oh, well, he's not a black American, or he doesn't have to identify as a black American. You are missing the point. Black Americans are not recruiting immigrants. We are a specific ethnicity with our own culture, with our own lifestyle, with our own history, with our own story. We are not trying to recruit or graft anybody into our ethnicity. You are missing the point. What we are saying to you is that when you come to the United States of America, you're either going to be black or white. So if you come from Africa and you look like an African, you're going to be black. No, you are not going to be a black American. We are the eminent and distinguished black people of America. So we have enough deadbeats already. So we don't need any more deadbeats and cowards and runners and people like that. That is not what we're saying. We're saying that when you come here and say you're not black, it's like a dig at black Americans. I'm not like those black people. No, you absolutely are not like us, but you are black. Black people didn't make you black. Everywhere in the world y'all go, they call you black. But you only have a problem with it when you come to the United States of America. We don't need you in our ethnicity. There are tens of millions of us. We are a country within a country. We have a common culture. We have a common history. We have a common lineage. So we're not really trying to graft anybody into our lineage. We're just trying to make it clear to you that you don't get to come here and redefine who everybody is. Now, this Somali guy tweaked my interest. He was the one that came on TikTok proclaiming not to be black, as if somebody was forcing him to be black. So I decided to do some research. So I'm going to start with this. Because first of all, we don't even know anything about Somalia. Black Americans didn't know anything about Somalia. We knew about many of the African countries. We know about West Africa because many of us came from that part of the world during the slave trade. We know about Ethiopia. We know about Kenya because they're outstanding. We know that the Ugandans can at least win a foot race in a marathon. Nobody knows anything about the Somalis because you haven't accomplished anything. Iman, who is the most beautiful Somali that we know, that's when we found out about Somalia. For most of us did not know anything about Somalia and didn't care. You see, that's where we were with it. And then Iman, who became a supermodel in America after black American women opened up that industry. Let's be really clear. Black American women opened up the fashion industry so that these African models who are coming in now would have a chance. But Iman was the first supermodel coming out of Africa, and she is of Somali descent. And guess what she says? Ever so often, Iman will come out and say, in her country, she is not considered beautiful. This beautiful woman is not considered beautiful in Somalia because she doesn't look like a white woman. Let's call it what it is. She is the most beautiful, exquisite thing to come out of Somalia. And yet she tells us on a regular basis that they don't think she's beautiful. So you Somali people have an identity problem. Now, somebody in my comment section from Somaliland, which is different from Somalia, had this to say. At Laban 7787 says, you are now finally witnessing what we, actual native black Kushite Somali people, have been dealing with. People from Somalia are not even Somali. They appropriate that due to our similarity in language. Only people from Somaliland can claim to be Somali, hence the name Land of Somal. And we consider ourselves unapologetically black. We have nothing to do with Arabs. These people from Somalia are a lost cause, Somaliland patriot. Now, this is a person from Somaliland, and he's saying actual Somalis are black Kushites. They are not Arabs. When I Googled the original people of Somaliland, this is what I got. Notice the nose, the lips, the skin tone, the attire, and the hair. This is not an Arab. This is an African person. Let's take a walk down African ethnicities and see what we find. So on the screen are Somali elders. This is what Somalis look like. In modern day time, the real Somalis, this is what they look like. Well, let me put it like this. This is what they say they look like. This is what they have on the World Wide Web saying that this is what Somali elders look like. And let us remember that Somalia and Somaliland are in East Africa. They try to make a big difference between themselves and West Africans. And there are some differences, but there are also similarities. Here are two elders of the West African country of Mali. Here are two elders of the East African country of Ethiopia. Here are two elders of the West African country, Niger. Now we have representatives here from East Africa and West Africa. These are four of the elders. These are the basic looks of the original people of those lands. Now all these other folks that have been mixed with these other races of people running around here, flouncing around, trying to make themselves important because they've been mixed with a non-black people, are just flossing and flexing and trying to make something out of being lighter skinned than somebody else. This is what the people look like. Now this is just four people, which represents four tribes. Africans are very diverse in their looks. But these are black people right here. These are black people with different features. Just because your nose might be keener than somebody else's, which only suggests that you really aren't getting enough air, does not mean that you are less African because somebody else has a broader nose where they can actually get better air. So what I'm saying is that don't come to us with this bullshit. We know you've been mixed. That's fine. Black Americans have been mixed with Europeans, but that does not make us European. It does not make us white. And it's really, black and white probably are social constructs, but that is what America uses to define the two major groups of people in the United States, the black people and the white people. And everybody who comes to the United States of America needs to understand this country was built by two groups of people, black people and white people. The indigenous people that we call Indians were not building the country. They were fighting for their land, which they lost. But black people have been here from the beginning. We did not come here as black people. We came here as different tribes of Africa. But blackness was imposed on us. And so we ride with it like that. Because at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal for most of us. Now, that's the long and the short of it in America. If you weren't here when this country was being built, you ain't got nothing to really say about anything. Because remember, America tried to keep you out. If you are a non-white person, America went to extraordinary lengths to keep you out. So if you force your way in, then you have to live with the country like it is. Every black American with a modicum of common sense understands what Africans say when they say they're not black. We get it. We weren't black either. We were Ashanti, we were Igbo, we were Mandinka, we were Akan, we were Awi. We were all different tribes, just like you are. But when we came here, they took that away from us. So we get it when you say you're not black. We are not trying to graft you into our ethnicity. We are a unique and exceptional group of black people who built a civilization from the ground up. So we're really not trying to graft you into it. But what we're trying to tell you is when you come here, you act just like everybody else. Take a cue from the Europeans. When they come to the United States, they don't come over here saying, I'm not white, I'm not white. They don't consider themselves white either. They consider themselves French or Russian or Polish or Italian, but they don't come over here trying to throw off on white people because they know what that's going to get them. They are respectful, is what I'm trying to say. But they identify with their country just like you identify with your country or your tribe. So you can show the same respect. You're not more important than the other immigrants that come to the United States. Asians come here. They don't come over here saying, I'm not Asian. I'm not Asian. I'm a Vietnamese. I'm a Japanese. They fight amongst themselves. But they show respect to the group. And that's what you need to do. And some Haitian people came on my page. We're not trying to recruit Haitians. We're not trying to recruit Somalis. We're not trying to recruit Jamaicans, even though if I was going to recruit somebody, the Jamaicans would be one group that I would look at because at least Jamaicans are competitive. We are not trying to recruit you. When we say you're black, we are not trying to recruit you. We're saying to you that when you come to the United States of America, we are not going to get caught up in your tribalism. We're not going to get caught up in, well, I'm from such and such a place. And what we're saying is we don't care. We don't care because we are the ish in the United States, not you. Black Americans are the ish in the United States. Not the Somalis, not the Dominicans, not the Puerto Ricans, not the wherever you came from. We are it in America. It's the black people and the white people. And we are it. So don't play the game with us and we won't play the game with you. We don't want you. We're not trying to recruit you. We are a specific and unique ethnic group within ourselves. And we are tens of millions strong. And we have enough weaklings already. So we don't need any more weaklings. So don't get it twisted. What we're saying to you is you are black and we are not concerned about your tribalism. Let me just remind you, black Americans didn't make you black. You are black everywhere you go. So don't come over here with this lie about, oh, those black Americans are trying to make us black. No. You are black when you go to China and you're not wanted anywhere. That's something else you need to understand. You're not wanted in anybody's country. Look how they treated you when you went to Ukraine, when you go to China, when you go to United Arab Emirates. We get treated like Americans. You get treated like black people. So let's not get this twisted. Let's get everything straight and on the, out in the open so we all can better understand each other. We don't want your tribalism. We're not interested in that. We have advanced beyond that. So let's just understand each other and keep it moving, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share the video. And as always, have a great day.